I've just bought a brand new driver from Temu. You won't believe how much this cost, and I can't wait to see just how it does perform. Today we're going to test it both in here on the GolfSong simulator, wow, and we're going to test it out on the golf course to see if this can, I'm going to be honest, potentially work and save you guys, they really don't want you getting into that, some money. The Rio 2016 Mark III driver. Now this thing, as you can imagine, didn't cost that much money. I'm a huge fan, I'm a huge believer of you guys saving money out on the golf course for the product that works correctly. There's a huge difference between something being great value and something being cheap. Today we're going to test that out. This. Hello, are you still going? Yeah. I mean, it might be. Pro Golf Master. I'm a pro golf master. That face screams budget, doesn't it, as well?
Black line.
Dear. Right, guys, this might be really good. It could go anywhere. We've got it in a stiff shaft. It's a Rio. Remember a can of Rio? I love a can of Rio. You never had that? It's like Lilt.
I know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, we have it in PGM Rio stiff flex shaft. So it's 10.5 degree. Basically, the specs I've been using in all these newfangled drivers. So we've been doing loads of driver testing today. We're generally seeing around 265 to 270 carry for me today. It's not the fastest day for me, but it's been nice and consistent. So if we can get anywhere around 260 carry, this is probably the best value driver ever. Before we test the numbers, guys, let's get on the golf course. Let's have a little bit of a first impression where it counts, and then don't go anywhere because you're going to definitely want to see how far this bad boy goes and if in fact it lasts the video. Okay, so out on the golf course, how does this PGM Rio 2016 Mark III driver perform? Now, numbers-wise, I've already filmed that and we're going to go to it later in this video. It's very interesting. Ball speeds may shock you, and ball flights may shock you as well, but it has to work out here on the golf course. We're going to hit a couple out here on the gorgeous Woolley Park Golf Club today. We might hit a couple with a slightly more expensive driver as well, because you could buy 10 or 11 of these for just one dark speed driver. I do always think that's interesting as well, because nobody wants 10 drivers, but what I mean by that is you could go and buy a kind of full set, couldn't you, of these cheaper PGM clubs. So how can we get distance out of this driver? It's quite towed in. It looks as cheap as it is, to be honest, but it is a stiff shaft and it is 10.5 degree, which I've been fitted for this year. So I'm going to be honest, that's down the middle of the fairway. It's a lovely big high fade. I'm not sure how far it's gone. It didn't sound hurtful or horrific or horrible. All the H's today. I don't know why we're using mass alliteration, but we'll go with it because my English teacher would have been proud. Let's go again. Can we get it a bit lower? I always think with clubs like this, if you can get it a little bit more penetrating, you're always going to see longer distance. You're going to see better spin rate, better launch angle, potentially better ball speeds, which again we're going to come back to later in this video, and it should help. So tech-wise, get ready for this, guys. It is not jam-packed full of technology. It does have a little bit of an awkward crown here. You can see a little bit of a diamond cutout. I believe that's probably something to do with aerodynamics as well as maybe a little bit of shelf appeal. It looks like it could have a through slot speed pocket there. I'm not sure if that's what that is. It doesn't say anything about it online. It doesn't say anything about it with the instruction manual it came with. And the crown on top is, I'll give it to it, it's a matte finish, but that's only been in the car a day. It didn't come with a head cover, so yeah, that might annoy you a little bit. It doesn't annoy me because it only costs 30 quid. But yeah, certainly if you're in the market for a golf club that you want to look nice. Is it an Adidas driver? Is it Adidas? Is Adidas that way? I think there. It's an Adidas driver. That's crazy. Surely that's a rip-off. It's got to be. Right. Let's keep that ball flight down with the 3-stripe driver. I can't believe I've just noticed that. And then try and play a bit of a draw. Oh, I'll tell you what, that was a bit toey. I'd be very worried for ball flights there. I think that's going to be a decent drive. I think it's going to be down there for £30. I'm trying to put myself in someone else's shoes who is brand new to the game of golf, don't want to go and spend a ton of money, want to know if they actually enjoy it, but don't want to go and buy something cheap and second hand. Could this be the one? That's the kind of mindset I'm going with today. We're not thinking of, oh, is this going to be better than the Cobra driver that's £400, because let's be fair, it's probably not going to be better than the £400 Cobra driver, but if it could put you on for a summer, and then you might get 15 quid for it on Facebook Marketplace later on if you do decide that golf's for you and you want to go and spend more money, that's who it's for, that's who I would hope it's for. Or is it a huge waste of money and just go and buy an old R15 or M1? Right, I've hit that really good. And that's the first ball flight that I think, you know what, that's a long way, that's going to be down there. It's not going to be the most forgiving golf club. I hold my hands up straight away, it's never going to be that. Let's hit, right, we've hit 3 shots with this thing. We've hit 3 shots with this budget driver. Let's hit 1 with the Cobra Dark Speed. This is a stiff shaft, it's 10.5 degree, it's mega forgiving, but we only get 1 chance. So the rest of the balls were striped. I'm going to hit a standard ball with this Cobra. I'm going to go after it and we'll see what the distance difference is out here. Because inside, yes, we're going to talk numbers, ball speed, spin rate and everything, but I think out on the golf course where it truly counts, it's probably the most important. Right, that's a high fade. That's exactly the same shot as the first shot we hit with this Rio driver. It's certainly not my best shot with this club. What's the distance difference going to be? Guys, get in the comments below, how many paces do you reckon it's going to be? Will it be 5 further, 10 further, 20 further, or will it be behind, like me at school? And I want to premise this video with me saying how excited I am about budget golf clubs getting better and better. Tacoma, Cali, Kirkland. All these brands are making golf more accessible to people, and I think that is growing the game. I think that's the best thing that any brand can do. Never mind spending 100 million on getting people to play. Let's get more people playing, more people in this game. I love this game, Patrice Evra, and I hope more and more people come to it, because yes, it can be frustrating. Yes, it can be the hardest game in the world, but there's nothing like it on a day like today, is there? Nothing like it. So one thing I will say is consistency-wise, we've done quite well here. So this was the first one that we hit, which was a little bit of a high fade in the middle of the fairway. You can see not much run out. The second one we hit was there, and the third one we hit is just up near the 150 marker. However, it's in the rough. Now that is the Cobra driver. So if we pace it out, 1, 2, 3, 19, 20 on the line pretty much. Now that's all good and well, but it's level with the longer Rio driver that we hit. So realistically, which is the winner there? Stop, 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 stop. I take it back. I take it back. That wasn't my ball. The ball that I hit with the Rio that was really, really good, I thought that was it plugged, but it's not. It's just a feather. The white gave it away. It's here. It's further back. It was more in line. I moved them now. It was more in line with the others. And that, I mean, I know it's landed in the rough. I know it's got, but realistically, it was still a long way behind. So yeah, we're gonna get back out here. We've got a drivable par 4 over out of bounds. And I'll tell you what, we get 1 shot with the Rio, because you only get 1 shot in golf. I don't want to lose a load of golf balls, but can we get there? Stay tuned and find out. Right, numbers for the Golf Master. You know what, it feels quite nice. It actually feels and looks down at the ball okay. Oh, that sounds horrendous though, doesn't it? Look how high that's gone straight off the bat. A little bit left. To be honest, we have been hitting it left today, but we've been carrying it further than 220. So 148 ball speed. That's like 15 mile an hour off, 12 mile an hour off at best. Let's just have some nice consistent swings. I think that's really good. I think that's really good. It's launched a little bit high. It's not going to be the longest drive ever. 233. Ball speed is going to be 153. So generally we're quite a long way away when it comes to ball speed. I can sort of tell already with this driver. How's it performed on the course though? I don't know yet, because we're filming this at the same time as the introduction. And if it performs okay on the course with the driver we've compared it to, does it matter about the numbers in here? Because I always think if you can find a driver that you're comfortable with out on the golf course, that is the be all and end all, especially if you've got it nice and cheap. I feel like the face was going to cave in then. It's gone left again. That's almost our area today though, isn't it, Rob? Like, in fairness, that's not the driver, that's me. 156 ball, so We're almost getting up to that illustrious 160 ball speed. Can I hit one straight? I mean, it's lower launching. It's in the net. Jeez. 160 ball speed, that one. There we go, down the middle. Down the pipe. I just don't feel like these are about 3-wood numbers realistically. Shaft is, I don't think it's the, let's have a look at the shaft length actually, because I don't think, let's say about an inch, Rob, half an inch. It's a bloke's inch, isn't it, that one? So it's a tiny bit short, so club head speed's going to be lacking a bit. I think for a beginner, obviously I'm a pro, so I like have club head speeds of around 110, some days to like 113, 115. But for a beginner maybe who doesn't have the consistency of that and doesn't want to spend a ton of money, I sort of get it. But for anyone who's really serious about the golf, I'd stay away from Timu and stay away from Gary Martin, because that's a terrible recommendation, Gary. I'm not buying that's all it's got, Rob. Let's really see if we can... No. I think the ball speed will be there, but you just can't control it. Like, you've got to really go at that to get 150 out of it, 159 ball.
See if I can get it up 200 yet.
What were we saying about people who weren't serious about the golf? Ooh. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's terrible.
I think it'd be all right for you, this.
Go! Oh, I cleared 200.
Well done, mate. 3 handicap, yeah?
It's cold in here.
So as you saw there, numbers not the best, but we could see a couple of shots with decent ball speed. I couldn't quite match up the ball speed and the spin rate to get good distance. This is why this might be a struggle. We're into the wind, we need to carry the trees, so we need to get some height, and it's all out of bounds carry. Right, for £30, I'm going to put it out there. It's not very good, right? I would go and get something secondhand from somewhere like Golf Clubs for Cash or even eBay or Facebook Marketplace, something that's real, something that's got the right shaft, the right loft for you, and something that's got an ounce of technology in it, such as an old school tailor-made, even like an R7 you can get for like 30 quid, and it's going to be absolutely fine for you. The shaft's going to be better quality, the head's going to be better quality. This shaft, I don't know how long it would last for, and the Adidas head, well, probably the least said the better. Let's give a good account of ourselves here and let's see if we can get it on that green. Right, that's touch and go. I feel like if it wasn't into the wind, I'd be more confident with that. I've hit it pretty much as good as I can. It rose up a little bit because of the spin rate, but it was the perfect line. Have we just lost a tailor-made golf ball, or have we driven a par 4 green with a £30 driver from a Lucky website? So guys, whilst we're walking up this final hole, first of all, I'd like to thank you if you are still here. Let me know in the comments if you're still here and you're keen to see where this driver's finished. Is it down in the quarry or is it on the green? The more we walk, oh, I can, no way. If that is what I think it is, through that gap, and we've carried the out of bounds with a £30 driver into, it must be a 20, 25 mile an hour wind. Wow. Is it? It's definitely a ball. It's whether, so we use the tailor-made strike ball. If it is, well, we're going to try and go up and down for birdie, because why wouldn't you? But that is incredible for £30. I think it is as well, you know. I think it is. That is, I mean, it's pitched here as well. How good a condition is this golf course, by the way? Look, I mean, look at that. Right, this is a bit of a bonus for you, but can we get up and down? Could be the easiest birdie we're ever going to make with a 30 quid driver.